is up, everybody? Welcome to Rev Time. I'm just going to open by saying I did not nail this tone. I really, I know, Ritchie Blackmore didn't just plug straight into an amp, even though I'm sure he would sound killer if he did. But as I researched this, I realized, it could have been a number of things, because he liked Marshall Majors, and even some of those were modified to be louder from what I had read, which is crazy, but I'm sure it sounded massive. He used tone benders, he used the Hornby skew, the treble booster he used. I know he was using a Y tape machine. I think it's the 1011. He was using that for delay as well as kind of a preamp, almost a treble booster in and of itself. He liked Voxes, and I think later on in the game, he was using, he had kind of a signature angle thing that was killer. But on that, especially for this song, there was just too much mid there, and there's not a ton of gain, but it's got a ton of sustain and sounds like there's more distortion or gain there. I've always been so impressed with that sound and the fact that he did that with a Strat. And then I was trying to figure out, well, I know he's not known for neck position as much as he was using middle and bridge positions on Strats. So I went that route to try to get as close as I could. I mean, I could have found like a tone bender or got out a treble booster and put all that stuff together. And I know there's been pedals made that emulate that that 1011 circuit. And I'm sure they sound killer, but even that's a top end with a little bit of distortion. The mids were driving me nuts. And I just thought, I'm just going to try and get as close as I can. And I know it's not super mid-centric. Like right there, I just rolled the treble down on the guitar on the middle pickup just to see if I could get it. Now, I didn't do that in the take, but just listening, that takes a little bit of top end off. That makes it seem like maybe there's, it presents more mids, even though it's not really bringing more mids. But, there was a lot of top end there too. So this whole thing was just really to kind of salute Mr. Blackmore, because he is just a killer player. Okay. What did I use? I definitely used channel 2, as you can see, the green channel. None of the drive modes for the solo. And you can see how I've got it dialed. I actually have the gain up quite a bit, but the treble's down. The mids are bumped a little bit. Now the mids on this amp are a lot fatter mid. So if I roll those all the way up, it's just going to create a little bit more gain, but more low end than that bell kind of, I don't want to say honky, but if you listen to that solo take, you'll know what I mean. But they are bumped a little bit, but the bass is down. Now, why is the bass down that far? It's to bring out the mids. Because if I were to roll that up, it would definitely take out that mid presence. So that's what I did for and the solo was not right. I know, but it was fun to take a swing at it, especially he's got so much swagger and shake and like these micro pitch bends and stuff. I couldn't get it, but it was fun to like take a swing at it nonetheless. Okay, so now the rhythm track, I did something different. I had the gain back, but I did use the red mode. I had the bright switch on, but the treb was down. I think I had the mids about right there. Still not a ton of bass. And now that was back position on this guitar. Because it needed the top end kind of zing. Maybe I used a little, it'd be smart if I would actually like write down these settings, but that's not how I work. That would be professional. I think I had the mid probably, or I should say the bass more at noon. pretty close. But anyways, that's what I did to get that sound. Now if you listen on the right, especially if you wear headphones or something, I don't want to say that guitar doesn't matter, but it kind of doesn't. I basically took this guitar and I used an H9 Eventide rotary effect because, I'm obviously missing, and I didn't play anything John Lord played, God rest his soul, but I wanted something on this side of the mix. So that's what you're hearing there. It's the same exact sound. All I did was run a rotary to the front of the amp, a rotary effect to get that to happen. So once again, I wasn't trying to, I knew I wasn't going to nail the tone unless I, really got out some gadgetry to run to the front of the amp. But it was still really fun. I still think it sounded really good. It's not like the exact Blackmore tone, but I had a lot of fun doing it. I really appreciate you guys watching this. And I'm going to do quite a few of these because they're just fun for me, and I hope you guys are enjoying them. And yeah, let me know in the comments below any questions you have. If you're a complete deep dive Blackmore fan, man, it's real confusing to try to figure out what he actually did for actual song by song things. So man, if you've gone down that rabbit hole, I would love to hear what he used on this song. So once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys next time.